Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. And shove it up your bum. He does say something about your ass.
I don't hear that at all. At all.
He does.
But I tell you who did hear something.
Okay.
Andy.
Come on, Andy. Tell me if you've heard it.
So this is our feedback for today. Suggestion for what Donald's saying. Merry Christmas, have a party. But he doesn't know the rest of it.
And stick it up your bum. Up your ass.
I don't hear that at all. How are you hearing that?
Let me play it again.
Okay.
Okay. It does.
No.
It ends with ass.
It doesn't at all.
Yeah, it does. Ends with ass.
It does not at all.
Maybe it does say have a party. It might say have a party. That might be there. I think that's probably
It might
closer than brush your hair.
No, brush your hair's the last bit. Have a party is the so it's in 3 bits, isn't it? You got Merry Christmas, something, right?
And ass at the end.
I don't hear ass at all.
Just me.
But anyway, feedback us, Topicopedia.online or any of our socials. Let us know what you think Donald is saying.
I really hope by Christmas Eve we get the answer.
I really hope so. Do you know, I've put this through things that do captions. So I've put it through TikTok to see what will come up. Nothing. It doesn't give you anything. And I've also put it through Instagram to see what captions it gave me. And again, nothing. It just won't give you captions. It's not recognizing it as words, Steve.
It's not words.
It's not words. There's no English in it at all.
Maybe that's the beauty of it. It can mean whatever you want it to mean.
It means whatever you want it to mean. Gosh. Gosh.
Oh,
anyway.
What have we got today then?
What have we got today then? Episode 16.
I know. We've run out of ideas. No, well, not really. We
haven't. We got loads of ideas. We're absolutely fine.
We got loads. We're just a bit short on prep. It's the prep side that we're struggling with. Surprise, surprise.
Yes.
Not enough hours in the day to find everything we need.
Exactly. Exactly. So what have we got today then, Steve?
Today we are going to find some funny Christmas stories on Reddit. And because they're classed as funny stories, we'll rate if they're funny or not.
We are the judge, jury and executioner today.
We are going to send some people down.
We are sending them down. Or maybe we will be sending them up. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see if these are good stories or not. Go on then, Steve. Read us our first story.
Okay, I've got to click this one first. My mom's farts.
That's the one I was looking at too. So
okay,
yeah.
so let's go with it. This is a lengthy one. Why have I picked it? I thought that was going to be short at that point.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Big
story
farts,
time, boys and girls. Let's
farts. Okay.
Let's get the fireplace roaring. I don't know what it is. Maybe it has something to do with what she eats, but my mom has the deadliest farts ever. In my 31 years...
Is it me? Am I your mum? I'm just wondering.
No, you're not old enough because it says in my 31 years. This is written by a 31-year-old. That's mental.
Wow, okay.
I've actually yet to hear my mom drop the hammer. Does she not drop the hammer when she turns the bike around? But the smell is so distinct and that she's guilty. The second one, distinct and rotten that she's guilty. The second one, she lets one rip. Okay. The thing is, she rips the cord with the best of them at the dinner table, in line at Costco, Walgreens, Safeway. It really doesn't matter. She has no preference. It's green light, no holes barred.
Oh my God.
Every time she's confronted about it, she plays stupid, pretends it's like an accident or she can't control it. I'm not buying that. In fact, I'll even take it a step further. I honestly believe my mom uses her toxic fumes as a form of entertainment. I think she gets off on it. How else can you explain stopping by the yummy yogurt every single time she goes into Costco? My mom always farts at Costco. It's automatic. There hasn't been one single time where I've been to Costco with my mom and she hasn't farted. And let me tell you something. May God have mercy on your soul if you are standing directly behind her when she drops the yummy yogurt hammer on you.
Oh.
It's bad enough that she could light up about 2/3 of the entire warehouse, but if she cuts loose and you catch it head on, you better man up and go pick up a huge jar of tomato sauce and a World War II German gas mask. It just ain't right. Oh man, that's 2 paragraphs so far. This is well written, to be fair.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's funny. This is good. I'm just waiting for it to get Christmassy.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if Yummy Yogurt is to blame. She rolls through Costco, eating up all the free samples like she's competing in the Olympics. She'll load up on yogurt, cheese balls, cupcakes, orange juice. She'll even circle the store 2 or 3 times until they finally notice her. Then she'll go and get in line and ultimately take about a minute before she breaks wind. But let me tell you something, that's when all hell breaks loose.
Oh my God.
You have to understand the fart is so rotten, you can't even pretend you don't notice. It's unavoidable. It's like a human stink bomb. So, of course, everybody's standing in line wanting answers to the same question, which is, who farted? Everybody starts looking at each other like they're playing the board game Clue. This is actually my favourite part of going to Costco with my mom. She should get an Academy Award for every time she farts, then plays like she didn't do it. She'll start looking around, everybody else looking at each other. It's basically a game of the Texas Hold'em. Some people even become animated and start pulling their shirts up over their noses. My mum just looks around like, oh dear, who farted? The least she can do is apologise. The amazing part is my mum's ability to get her gas high up in the jet stream. Her farts have an unbelievable carry to them. It definitely doesn't run in the family because my farts seemingly have a 2-foot radius around them.
Oh my God.
Because you measure that, don't you? I'm lucky if somebody smells one of my farts. My mum's farts are like a towering, majestic Barry Bonds home run ball that lands into McCovey Cove. The distance they cover is truly amazing. Then there's my dad, who has his own defense mechanism. I call it run for your life. The second my dad catches wind that his wife has just cut the cheese, he makes a run for it. He'll be in the middle of a conversation and just bounce out of dodge. He Carl Lewis's out the door as if he's being chased by his hunted golden brown cloud. But yeah, by this haunted golden brown cloud, sorry. The funny part is the minute my mum farts, my dad makes a run for it. 9 out of 10 times he looks at the guy, he looks like the guy who did it. Because no! I tried to tell him it looks like a fart and run, but he figures he looks guilty regardless.
Yeah.
It all came to a head past weekend in Hawaii. We're boarding the plane.
Oh no!
And right when we take our seats, the pilot comes and says United Airlines having some technical difficulty with the PCU unit or some shit. Oh, and the air conditioning doesn't work either. So we're sitting in this hot and humid airplane for an hour while they fix the problem. No air conditioning, and the plane is jam-packed with people, real hot and stuffy. So what happens next? Of course, my mum drops hammer. No, this wasn't the yummy yogurt blast either. This was some straight up Hawaiian lure dead animal type shit. I mean, straight up rotten times 10 with a touch of coconut. At first, I thought the smell was some kind of militant nerve gas. Seriously. Plus, I saw a couple sketch guys sitting in row 23. Then I realised my mum was silently giggling. Oh, I forgot to mention, my mum giggles when she farts. She thinks it's funny. So the whole plane reeks of dead animal eggs. People are literally gagging. I heard the lady about 3 rows back say, I can't take any more. And believe me, she wasn't talking about the heat. I was sitting right next to her and I thought I was going to die. That wasn't Christmassy at all, but I loved it. That was...
I'm deducting 1 point because it's not Christmassy, but it gets like, you know, all the other 9 points out of 10 because that was bloody amazing. And do you know what? I feel like if this is a true story, let's say it is. If it is, I feel like she might have like a bit of IBS or something.
She might need to go to doctors.
Maybe, because that's not normal, is it? That's a little bit bad. Look, we all get the odd stinker from time to time, but I mean, the thing is they think I might have IBS, and I definitely. Sorry, everyone, for if you're eating your dinner, maybe don't.
I think it's a bit late for that now. I've just read that story out.
But yeah, I go through phases of getting these really bad griping tummy pains, and that's when they stink. They don't stink any other time. Anyway, right. Moving on from my colon. Jesus. So I've got one that's titled Christmas Day Disaster. And I've chosen this one because I know it's going to have something to do with Christmas.
Okay.
So
good luck reading that because it's formatting. It's got to lose points on its formatting.
It's horribly written. It's like one big block. Wish me luck. And yeah, I'm really sorry for how horrible I'm going to read this out, but well, I made my wife Christmas dinner yesterday, ham and little potatoes with spices and risotto and pineapple. I'm just putting this out there now. It's barely punctuated, so I'm trying to make it sound better than it actually reads. Step 1, ham and pineapple into crock pot, nice and early, on low. High did not use my glasses. Okay.
Put it on low because high doesn't use your glasses.
Yeah. Several hours, and I mean several, I noticed an odd aroma coming from the kitchen. I went to the evil crock pot and looked inside.
Evil?
Yeah, it's evil. It's evil. I wonder if it has anything. I wonder if this is what Matey's mum's been eating. Anyway, I looked inside. I had created a cross between sawdust and Gorilla Glue. Oh dear. I took out the new life form and attempted to slice it. It actually would not slice, so I sharpened my knife. Knife was not the problem. And the wood shavings and Gorilla Glue were encased in a skin of, I do believe, a skin of an ancient reptile because it was indestructible. Poke, stab, hack, chop, and I finally pierced the skin. I have since saved a piece of it, and I think I may have created a new type of body armor because it could stop a bullet. As I looked, oh God, I can't do this. I looked down, and I've never seen a ham look like this. So after slicing it, I thought I would try it on the dogs and see if they will eat it. So I sliced off a piece and smelled and gagged, offered it to my dog. Oh, now my dogs range from Finicky, her name is Fancy Pants, to eat the kitchen floor. Her name is Abby, to in between. Whenever I stand at the kitchen counter, Fancy Pants comes dancing in, spinning and throwing her head back because counter means treats, usually duck treats. Fancy came running. I offered, this is so badly written. I offered her the new life form and she stopped, growled, and slowly backed away. Well, that didn't go well. So on to dog 2. She took it, mouthed it, and gave me that look as if to say, "What is this?" It tasted like a new life form, and spit it out. My tried and true. Sorry, this is so difficult. My tried and true go-to doggy garbage disposal. Spit it out. Well, as you all know, I have a soft spot. I nearly said sofa. Sofa spot for animals. I have a soft spot for animals, so I took the new life form and went to my front door. In my neighbourhood, there was a lady who lived down at the end of the street, and I called her Cat Lady, not because she looked good in a leather leotard, but because she collected cats, lots and lots of cat. Oh, and then she died, and her family came. Jesus, this story is getting morbid. Her family came in, evicted all the cats, and sold her house. Now, I do not think she ever had her cats spayed or fixed, so the herd of cats grew, and I did not know they migrated like reindeer until they showed up on my front door front door. Several were in need of a kitty OBGYN because they were seriously pregnant. I laid a piece of new life form down and 2 little blurs shot out from around the side of the house. New kittens, then more and more. So I took the meat and started throwing it in the yard. It was like a herd of lions feasting on a downed zebra. I heard yowling and hissing and snarling from all the kittens. They will be great hunters someday, and I really don't know if there is a kitty telepathy, but as soon as I came out the front door, it was kitty apocalypse. I have seen one since last night, so I hope the new life form set well with the varmints. The risotto came out like wallpaper glue, so I wallpapered my study. Now smells like mushroom and garlic. So I ate herb potatoes, which turned out really tasty. I hope you enjoyed the story of my Christmas dinner. You were going to eat risotto and a ham for Christmas dinner. You deserve the Christmas from ham. I'm sorry. I'm giving you I'm deducting
comment
points.
number 1, interesting story, but there's a small tip on how you could really improve the quality in future. Please try to use more punctuation marks.
Yes. And use it correctly. The amount of things he put in quotations that he should have put in brackets is crazy. I'm taking off a lot of points for how badly written it was. I'm taking off a lot of points for how pointless it was. It wasn't actually that funny. It wasn't a particularly good story, and it as much as it said Christmas in the title, I feel that it wasn't even a proper Christmas dinner, was it?
It was yeah. I've got no idea what he cooked. It's just
ham and risotto, apparently,
as a new life form over and over again.
A new life form, yeah. So I will give him 1 point. Just purely based on the fact that he spent time writing that.
Okay, well, you get 1 point.
It was shit, and I didn't enjoy reading it. Okay.
Have yourself a trashy Christmas. This one looks short. Let's see what it's about.
That's perfect.
We throw ourselves into this. I just thought I would share this cute story. I live in South Africa. Around the 10th of December, the trash collectors went on strike and destroyed the trash cans and trash bags outside people's houses in protest. Well, I mean, heck, that's a bit extreme, isn't it? You go on strike and you actually go and sabotage everything. Trash everywhere. It was awful. Well, after everything was sorted out with the union, they went back to work. Everything went back to normal. But come Christmas time, all these workers, the same ones that trash people's front yards, were literally at their front doors standing asking for Christmas box. It's like a bonus they somehow believe is owed to them. I laughed and told these idiots to get off my property. This is Africa. Swear to God, you can't make this up.
Oh my God.
I think that's a fair thing to do. I mean, it's one thing going on strike, but then if you're actually destroying people's property,
that's not on, is it?
Stuff and making the situation worse, then who are you two at Christmas turn around and say, yeah, we've done a good job?
Yeah.
Oh, can I read this one?
Go on then. This could be the last one. You
Crap,
can read
this one is a long one. But
right, definitely the last one.
But it's got the little NSFW on it, so let's go with that.
Oh, okay. You take the floor, my dear.
Okay. So that sure is one hell of a title. I'm not reading the title on purpose because I'm going to read you the story.
Okay.
It's kind of overgeneralizing things, but I will explain how this all happened as well as I can. I can be long-winded when it comes to storytelling, but I really just want to be as thorough as possible so you understand. Okay, so last year, me and my friend, I'll call her Ava because it's easy to type, decided spontaneously. Me and my friend Ava decided spontaneously for her to come home with me after school. We did this often enough, so I was sure my mum wouldn't care. This was not where my issue lay, however. I should have remembered that I was, at the time, in the middle of constructing a fursuit head. Whatever one then is.
Okay.
And that the unfinished foam base was sitting on my dresser. This wouldn't have been an issue had Ava not been an avid furry hater. For this reason, and many others, we are no longer friends. But that's not really important. What matters is that I, a furry, didn't want my furry-hating friend to find out I was a furry. For obvious reasons. Oh, is these the people that dress up?
Yeah.
What's that tone for?
Well, they do. They dress up as animals, and they have those butt plugs that have pull-on tails on them, don't they? They do some interesting things.
Oh God, it's going to get good then, isn't it?
Whatever tickles your pickle, it doesn't tickle mine.
I'm not ashamed of being a furry, but honestly, I just didn't have the energy to have that argument with her. You know, lucky for me, it was around Christmas. Christmas. And I formulated a plan on the way home. Once I'd remembered my fursuit head was in plain sight in my room, of course, I told Ava that I had gotten a Christmas present and left it in my room, thus to keep it a secret until Christmas. I'd need to go in first to hide it. She believed it, so I did just that once home, opting to hide it in my closet. We hung out for a few minutes and all was going well until she wondered aloud what I had gotten over Christmas.
Oh.
Granted, I had been planning on getting her a Christmas present, but had not yet decided what it should be. And certainly hadn't actually bought one yet. She started listing things off, growing more and more curious as I declined each one. Eventually, now impatient, she stood up, declaring, "If you're not going to tell me, I'm going to find it." Okay. She's the type of person not to let a secret be a secret, which tended to be annoying when it came to hiding gifts from her. Then this was no different. I nervously watched as she searched my room, praying she would give up before checking my closet. No such luck. Oh, maybe you hid it in the closet.
Bit invasive, isn't it?
She told me with a mischievous grin, unaware of how much I did not want her to look in there. I stood up and blocked her way. Don't look in there. This pretty much confirmed for her that I must have hidden the present in there. Why? I racked my brain. This is where the dildo comes in.
Oh, no.
Didn't realise this until editing of my grammar mistakes. How dirty that sounds. LMAO. You see, I had entertained the idea of getting Ava a dildo for Christmas as a joke, but ultimately decided it was stupid and immature thing to do. I mean, I wouldn't be too amused if someone gave me that for Christmas. However, for lack of a better phrase, heat of the moment, this was the only logical thing I could think to keep her out the closet. Okay, I'll tell you what I got you, but you can't open the closet and you can't have it yet since my mom is home from work. If she comes here and sees it, you'll get in trouble and she'll take it away. This thankfully kept her from opening the closet. So I went with the lie. I told her I'd gotten her a dildo as a joke.
Okay.
She actually found it hilarious. And though I was worried she'd insist to see it, she relented and resigned to wait until Christmas to get it. Oh, she got patience now all of a sudden. Got to maintain some element of surprise, I suppose. So great. Not only do I... And now I have not only obtained a dildo, but I had to sneak it past my mom and into school without being caught.
Oh my God. Okay.
I suppose in retrospect, I didn't have to give it her at school, but I was hopeful that I could be sneaky enough to pull it off, and I didn't want to overcomplicate things by arranging a meetup. Lucky for me,
Why is that so complicated?
I don't know. She's come around to his house once before.
Exactly.
I'm assuming it's a him. My name would be a him. Who knows? Lucky for me, my mom isn't the type to search through my stuff or look at my Amazon packages, so ordering the thing didn't actually come as an issue. It was near the last day of school before Christmas when the package arrived. I wrapped the small box it came in, placed on a bow and one of those stickers to say who it's from on it, and stuffed it in my backpack where it actually fit. For reference, if I'm remembering, it was a 7-inch, not too girthy, easy to sneak in, I thought, and I was actually right. Brought it to school and soon began to wonder why it had even been nervous in the first place. This was going to be a breeze. I fit it in perfectly with the other students who were also toting around gifts they had bought for their friends. Perhaps I wasn't even the only one with a dirty joke gift. Anyways, lunch came around, my only period with Ava. I knew it was now or never. I brought my gift with me to lunch and sat down at our table, impatiently awaiting Ava's arrival. She eventually got there, and after going through the lunch line, I handed her the box. She grinned at it knowingly. I still can't believe you actually brought a fucking dildo and brought it to school. She said, voice low. I wanted to say me neither, but just told her to open it under the table. I watched as she peeled it back, both of us giggling at this point. The hilarity of the situation had gotten to me. How many people can say they brought a dildo to school? Did you ever take a dildo to school?
I would not have been able to have obtained one at that age, I'm sure.
If anyone else can, be sure to reply with your story. I'm sure they're just as funny. The nondescript little box now exposed, Ava nervously gripped the cardboard lid / opening thingy. Finally, she opened the box. The dildo greeted us, tip up. Our explosion of laughter alerted other students at our table. See, I didn't say this before, but our fellow table mates consisted of one other girl our age and like 4 immature 9th grade boys. You can probably start to understand where this whole thing went wrong. Wanting to know what the commotion was about, the boys hounded us for answers and Ava eventually crumbled, much to my disapproval. It was only a matter of time before the boys passing around the dildo, giggling, slapping each other with it, etc. captured the attention of the teacher on lunch duty that day. Suffice to say, he wanted to know where the boys had gotten it, and all 4 hands pointed to me.
Oh, no.
Ava didn't defend me either, so right in the office I went. In the moment, I was dying of embarrassment. But now it's been a few months, I can laugh. It's even worse when you realise that I almost never got into trouble, especially not for stupid shit like that. The teachers were probably very confused. I got ISS as a punishment, which honestly wasn't that bad, because I could just sit there and read the whole time. My mum luckily found it funny, only slightly reprimanding me for bringing it to school and causing a commotion. So I kind of got off scot-free, as it were. Well, save for my pride, I guess. Note, if you're here just to hate on me for being a furry, go off, I guess. I really don't care about furry haters when they're here bothering me and my friends, and this story isn't much about me being furry as about dildo. Okay, I quite like that story.
I quite enjoyed that. Oh dear of them.
And it was well punctuated, and it was to do with Christmas.
Yes, absolutely perfect. I think that was a brilliant story. You know, I wish there was some sort of moderation on there. I swear to goodness. Shit stories should not make the cut.
But then it means we've got to read through them first. We'd have to read through them and bring them.
We like to react, don't we?
Yeah.
We like to.
That
was
get
fun.
Natural react with us.
I'm going to give them a 10 out of 10 because it was Christmassy. It was well written. It was funny. And I feel like we would all be a little bit embarrassed. And it's one of those like really human stories. Like it literally could happen to anyone. So, yeah.
Yeah. But I wonder if everyone now knows that she owns a dildo because it was for her.
Oh, that's true.
There you go. It's Ava with the dildo.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's brilliant. Brilliant. Have you got any jokes for us, Steve?
One Christmas, a little boy wrote to Santa Claus saying, "Please send me a sister." Santa Claus wrote him one back, "Okay, please send me your mother."
Goodness me.
Why are Christmas trees better than men?
I don't know.
Even the small ones give satisfaction.
Oh, brilliant. Well, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you very much for joining us. Head over to topicopedia.online or any of our socials where you can give us your sexy feedback. Don't forget to enter any other interactivities on the website, and you can also Google us and find us all over the internet because we are internet whores. But yes, we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.